Hey, what's up, guys? This is TJ934. Um, I do want to upload a video today for my channel for real life lessons, and I've been meaning to talk about it for such a long time. Ever since I was going through college and having my own, going through some stuff moments here and there. And I do want to bring about some random cases like, I would like to title this video, Random Ass Old Man About to Do Some Shit. But what I'm trying to say is this. I'm gonna title it as Random Ass Old Man Thinks Wrong as as fuck. Because one, if I remember correctly, this happened like a couple of years ago during my travels from college back to home. I would always take like a metro bus system and from one place to another before they tried to update the bus line again. I think this was sometime in the summer. Would always take one bus that goes somewhere to a grocery store, and in that same bus stop I could go further down to be close by to my house. So one fucking evening, I was minding my own business, wearing my blue jacket and stuff, and using my cell phone and basically for my personal needs. I was just talking to my dad over the phone by text messaging him. So when I got off the bus or the bus stop to the closest grocery store nearby, a random ass old man appeared. Now, what happened was unspeakably, undubitably fucked up. Now, I'll tell you why. I'm exaggerating the fucked up part because one, I don't want to see this man was out of his fucking mind. And I'm not being vulgar for the wrong reasons. I'm being sincere for the right reasons. He was out of his mind thinking that I was pretending to be a cop. Now, I'm gonna tell you how it is. Who the fuck was he fronting with? Now, I was not threatening him or anything, but he assumed I was a threat to him, thinking I was a cop or pretending to be a cop when I never enlisted myself to a government as an officer. I don't have the experience to do that, but this guy thought really wrong. And as I stepped out of the bus, texting my dad that I was coming home that day, or coming home soon, this brother over here shows up to the front of the entrance where I drop out of the bus, and he goes at me with verbal words, saying that, oh, stop pretending to be a cop, and I'm like, the fuck, you on some shit? And this guy was minding his own fucking business. I was ready to hit him back, but there was no reason for me to hit him. I had to completely ignore his bullshit because he keeps spewing out that I was pretending to be a cop because of my blue jacket and shit, and because I was still thick around the time. So I look at him and I tell him how it is. Just leave me alone, dude. Just leave me alone. I don't have time with your bullshit. He can catch my hands. I'll still knock him out. But the thing is, though, he was just blurting and act as if he was gonna do some shit, and I'm like, dude, if he wants me to catch those hands, I'm gonna block them and break his fucking hands. Because first of all, you don't come up to me as if you have something to front, talking about, oh, I'm pretending to be a fake cop. First of all, That is none of his fucking business. Second, I was not even talking or looking like a cop. Third, I was minding my own fucking business before you even fucking encountered me verbally with bad accusations of me being a police dude. I'm like, dude, I am ready to knock his face out. Yeah, an old man that was taller than me riding a bike. But the thing is, though, we didn't have to get any physical, but we neither didn't have to have this verbal conflict of talking shit back to each other as if he had some beef with me. Now, if he had a problem with me being a cop, okay then, I get it. But call me out for being a fake cop when I was not doing such a thing. I don't know what happened. I don't know what made him think like that. I don't know what made him say that. But just because I wore a blue jacket in the middle of summer and I was big and thinking I was being shady as fuck about, I mean, what he could have done, to be honest, was to shut the fuck up and ask me, "Are you a cop?" I'll be happy to tell him that no, I'm not a cop. You know, I wouldn't be fronting with him, and he wouldn't have to be fronting with me as if he has some beef with me with some bullshit. I was really annoyed that day, and we said some things. I told him to leave me alone, because I was ready to call the cops on his fucking dumbass shit, too. I had my phone with me. I could easily call the cops down here and get his ass to be sent to court or something. Because I was not willing to put up with that petty shit, you know? I was willing to have him be put to jail acting like he was on crack. Or some stupid shit like that, dude. Like, I don't know what made him think like that. And to this day, it still became a mental burden to me. Not like I'm psychologically affected. I'm still confused as fuck of why the fuck would he think I was acting like a cop when I wasn't. Now, either he was afraid of cops, okay, I understand. Or do you have some interesting respect to cops and he was calling me out for being a fake cop? Now, I understand if he respects certain people, he respects people in uniform. Okay, then, I'll respect that. I would have done the same thing if there was an army dude wearing the wrong pieces of uniform. And if someone was walking around with messed up uniform applications on themselves, like wearing bad chevrons, not wearing the hat properly in public, acting very strange with their uniform, or they're missing information on the uniform, and if they don't have their credentials, then I would be like that too. But I didn't see the point why he was talking to me, the old man, fronting me as if I was being a fake cop. I was just minding my own fucking business. I didn't have to front with him, and I didn't have to be fronted with anything. I really didn't have to. From that day, that disturbed my entire day. I barely want to get home. I'm minding my own business to go to the grocery store, to look at some stuff, and to put some money in a card for a bus system. I was doing my own thing, but that right there pissed me the fuck off and ruined my whole day. Since then, I never got to see the old man again, and good riddance, because I was not gonna put up with it. Who knows? I could have kicked his ass for my own liking. But the thing is, though, I did not like being disturbed, nor being attacked by fucking false accusations of something that I'm not, nor doing. And that's the shit I hate today, that I hate to this day. That people think they know what the fuck they're talking about, but at the end of the day, they don't. Now, to the man, I forgive you, but stop acting like you know what the fuck you're talking about sometimes. Instead of assuming that person is pretending to be something, ask them what the fuck they're doing. Ask them what their day was. Ask them why they're acting like that. Because then you'll have the response you need. The person might be shaken up, or might be shaken as hell, like, oh my god, this guy is onto me or something, or the reaction will be, the person will be calm and he'll be relaxed. That's fine. What I don't want, and hopefully you guys can learn from this video, this verbal message, stop jumping to conclusions. If you gotta act like you think someone's acting up weird, okay then, but don't be super effing weird. Act like you have common sense. Ask the person, hey, what are you doing there? I would have told him, hey, hi, sir, I'm minding my own business, rudely or calmly, or telling him I was just done messaging my dad I'm coming home. That's simple as hell. But you never want to confront somebody or front somebody as if they're doing something wrong when they're not. Instead of jumping to conclusion with an attack, a verbal attack saying, hey, stop pretending of this and this and this. Instead, act like you have common sense and approach the person with peace. Now, if the person doesn't want to do nothing with you, well, the person doesn't want to do nothing with you. That's just simple as hell. It's like this. Why would I be talking to a stranger if I don't feel comfortable talking to strangers? Both of y'all, as parties of two different parties, have the right of freedom of speech and have the right to keep in privacy. Simple as that. I really didn't need to have that bullshit argument or the bullshit accusations. And I'm glad I didn't have to. I'm glad he didn't have to catch my fist. Because let me tell you how it is. I felt disrespected by that man. And at the same time, I don't want to give him any more respect. I gave him respect by letting him be, but when he confronted me with some random bullshit like that, of bad accusations, I lost all respect for him before I even gave it to him. That's just simple as that. So, what's the ending message here? Be careful how you confront people. And be safe about it. And have some fucking common sense. And that's all I have to say about that. Act like you have some sense. Respect people. And don't get people off the wrong way. Like, just because they look weird, well, maybe they act or look weird for a reason. But don't try to disturb their peace or their boundary or their like personal space. Approach them kindly, and you feel that the person is hiding something, well then, one, two things you could do. You can call the cops on them to see what's wrong with that person. Because if that person has a weapon, well then, you better best call the cops and call for authorities to make sure everyone's safe in that area. But the person is, like, being shy and stuff, leave them alone. He'll probably won't answer you and probably will just run away. But it's not running away and acting as a suspicious person, but that person's not used to talking to people. And sometimes you gotta learn how to give space to people. So, to be sincere, be better people. Understand the situation. Read the situation. And take action. Think before you do things. Because you don't want to be in a situation where you may have hurt somebody later after those actions have played out. And you wish you were safe earlier. That's all I have to say. Practice safely with others. Talk to people safely. Learn how to talk safely. Because this event, I feel like I can share this to the world. That sometimes there are just some crazy ass people out there that would just want to front with you for the wrong reasons. And that guy rubbed me the wrong way. And if I ever see his face, I might talk to him and say, hey, I forgive you for your bullshit from last time. And he's gonna be looking at me like, oh, what the fuck you mean? I never met you before. Oh, you never met me before. Okay, but let me tell you this though. Be careful how you create accusations. Stop jumping to conclusions. Because sometimes he thought I was a policeman or pretending to be a policeman. When I looked at him, he looked like he was on crack on some shit. And that's the problem with us as being hypocritical humans, where I could think the other way around, while he can act like something else the other way around. So I really thought he was on crack. I really thought he was on some drugs or some shit, because he acted like he can just say shit to me, or he thought paranoidly that I was being something else. So I understand he respects people in uniform, but I don't understand why he had to confront me for the wrong reasons. Unless he was like a person in uniform, okay, I understand. But he was wearing casual clothing. So what authority does he have to say to me? I understand if he wants to come up to me to say hi, what are you doing with that? Okay then. That's the only authority he could do. But acting like I have to answer to him? No. I really didn't have to answer to them. And to be honest, I just left him be. We had our little WTF verbal discussion, and I let him be. Just as I walked away from that situation, I literally walked away to get inside the grocery store to mind my own fucking business once again. Just as I did, this guy went back to his bike and went to somewhere else. And I'm like, good riddance. Thank God I didn't have to have him catch my hands, because I was not going to put up with it. I wasn't. He was really disturbing my peace, and he was disturbing my peace of mind that I would not like to give. So, guys, respect people, respect your elders, and respect people that you don't know yet. Because sooner or later, you don't want to get hit by them. And second, you don't want to lead to more consequential events that might disturb you in the long run. This has been TJ934 signing out, bringing you this real life lesson. Learn to respect people.